I want police to stop enforcing victimless crime laws.
Such as?
Well, such as this. You know, it's a victimless crime to be in a park at the wrong time. Now, if they want to arrest somebody for vandalizing or for breaking a window or something like that, then that's not what I'm objecting to. That's fine. This is hurting people just because they're walking through the park at the wrong time.
No actual crimes. It's not even.
I don't live very far from here in public housing, and around between 6 and 6:30, I usually walk over here, sit down right over there, talk to the gentleman that's just coming in, and read a book and just get some fresh air.
Did the police ever tell you can't be in the park?
No, I've never been bothered by the police.
We're just here about half an hour before the Manchester curfew ends, so technically this is illegal right now. And the cops have driven by several times, but they haven't bothered us yet, so looks like they're not gonna.
No, they're taking part in a protest about the park curfew. So they're not supposed to be here because there's a park curfew.
Oh, beautiful. That's really neat to hear, because I got a pink paper, $50 fine for sleeping. It was from one bench to the other, lounging in the park, they call it, in the daytime.
In the daytime.
Lounging in the park. Yep.
They try, and it's a $50 fine, huh?
Yeah,
How many times have you?
$50, the next round, $100. I go, hey, lighten up.
This is a story of civil disobedience, as these puppet shows always are. This is a story today about Russell Canning in Keene, New Hampshire, who committed an act of civil disobedience, an egregious act. He entered an IRS office in Keene and attempted to hand a piece of paper to the workers inside the IRS office, urging them to quit their jobs. Now, it's a very peaceful piece of paper. There's nothing illegal about the piece of paper, but what was illegal is that you're not allowed to distribute handbills in an IRS lobby. So anyway, so Russell Canning, who, Henry David Thoreau will play the role of Russell Canning, and Herbert G. Vulture will play the role of the government in this. So, my name is Russell Canning. I live in Keene. I think that the war in Iraq is wrong and that the IRS is funding it. So I'm going to go to the IRS office and hand them leaflets telling them I think they should leave their jobs because they're funding war and torture. I'll send a note to the government over here and let them know my intentions. Now the government receives the note, and then Russell Canning, shows up at the IRS office, and he tries to walk in. He tries to walk in, and the government shows up. The Department of Homeland Security is crawling all over the IRS before he gets there, and they seize him for trying to enter. And they grab him and they put him in jail because he refuses to back down. He's going to hand those leaflets to those IRS workers or he's going to get arrested. Well, they choose to arrest him. So Russell Canning sits in jail for, I can't remember how long it was. He wouldn't sign their paperwork. He wouldn't do anything they told him. I think he was in jail for at least a week over this. So he's languishing in jail while the government is, well, they've got mixed feelings because they know he hasn't hurt anybody. And they know that he's not a threat. So eventually, Russell Canning gets out of jail and goes home to a hero's welcome. And he inspired 3 other people over time to go out and do the same thing. So the arrest of Russell Canning triggered 3 more people like Russell Canning to go out and leaflet inside IRS offices. So that's the story of Russell Canning's civil disobedience.